You ever wonder why no matter how hard you work, it feels like the finish line keeps moving? It's like every time you think you're catching up, boom, some new bill, some new must-have, or some clever trap takes your money right back out of your hands. You're not imagining it. There are systems in place, subtle, clever, and quiet, that keep the average person stuck. But here's the twist. Many of them were designed to look helpful. Today we're breaking them down one by one. And once you see the full picture, you won't be able to unsee it. Because the truth is, rich people aren't just getting rich by earning more. They're getting rich by keeping others poor, and most of us never even notice how. Number 1, the illusion of ownership. Own your home. Own your car. Own your phone. Sounds like financial security, right? But here's the trick: most people don't own any of these things. The bank does. The dealership does. The finance company does. When you buy a car with a 5-year loan or a home with a 30-year mortgage, you're signing up to pay for ownership. And during that time, you're also paying interest, insurance, taxes, maintenance, and upgrades. Example: a person buys a $25,000 car with a loan at 6% interest for 5 years. They end up paying over $29,000. But meanwhile, that car drops in value to under $10,000. That's not ownership, that's financial drain disguised as success. Number 2, subscription. Slavery? Do you really need 7 streaming services? A gym membership you never use? Apps charging you monthly for premium filters? Rich people invest in things that pay them. Poor people often unknowingly subscribe to things that drain them. According to a 2024 survey, the average American spends over $200 each month on subscriptions they barely use. That's more than $2,400 a year, money that could have gone to building wealth. Example: let's say you invest that $2,400 annually into an index fund that averages a 7% return. In 20 years, you'd have around $100,000, all from canceling what you don't actually need. Number 3, debt. Disguised as opportunity credit cards often come wrapped in words like rewards, cashback, and points. What's really happening? You're spending money you haven't earned them, paying interest for the privilege. And here's the bigger trap. The rich use debt too, but very differently. They use good debt to build assets, like rental properties or businesses. These generate income. Poor people are taught to use bad debt, like financing furniture, or vacations, or shopping splurges. Example: a rich investor borrows $200,000 to buy a rental property. That property pays them $1,500 in rent each month. That's leverage. Now compare it to someone who maxes out a credit card to go to Disney and spends years paying off that trip with interest. That's debt slavery. Number 4, the college lie. Go to college, get a good job. Sound familiar? This idea used to work when college was affordable and jobs were stable. But now, student loan debt in the U.S. is over $1.7 trillion. And many graduates are working jobs that don't even require a degree. Meanwhile, many rich people skipped traditional paths. They started businesses, learned sales, mastered coding, or bought into real estate. They understood that skills make you money, not just degrees. Example: a plumber or electrician can earn over $80,000 a year without student loans, while many degree holders struggle to find a job that pays $20 per hour. Number 5, lifestyle traps. You get a raise. You feel richer. So you upgrade your phone, move to a nicer apartment, and lease a new car. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it's a trap. Rich people know this. They don't always drive flashy cars or wear designer clothes. They often look broke on purpose because their money is tied up in assets. It's not things that impress strangers. Example: Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Meanwhile, a middle-class worker might be paying $2,000 a month just for rent and car payments. Number 6, financial illiteracy by design. Most schools don't teach taxes, budgeting, or investing. And that's not an accident. When people don't understand money, they make mistakes, big ones. They pay late fees. They buy high and sell low. They fall for scams. And they never build true wealth. The rich teach their kids about money from an early age. They hire advisors. They read books. They take courses. Financial literacy is not just a skill, it's a weapon. It's the one most people are never given. Number 7. Tax. Tricks you were never taught. Here's a secret. The tax system isn't broken. It's just working exactly how it was designed. The rich know how to play the game. They earn through businesses, which gives them write-offs. They invest in real estate for depreciation benefits. They keep money in tax-free accounts and use trusts to pass on wealth. Meanwhile, employees earn wages, get taxed first, and spend what's left. Business owners spend first, then pay taxes on what's left. Example, a business owner can write off their car, phone bill, meals, and even part of their home. You pay taxes before you even see your full paycheck. Number 8. The comfort cage may be the most dangerous trick of all. Comfort. You get used to just getting by. You tell yourself, at least I have a job, or at least I can pay my bills. That's the trap. Comfort can be a cage disguised as contentment. Rich people are often uncomfortable, especially when they're starting out. They take risks. They invest in things that don't pay off immediately. They step outside the safety zone. But here's the irony. Staying safe is often the riskiest thing you can do. Number 9. Marketing manipulation year. Being sold 24 hours a day, every scroll, every commercial, every click. But the rich don't consume marketing the same way. They see ads and ask, is this helping me make money? Or just spend it? They know the game. Example. A trending $1,000 iPhone release every year is not a must. But if you're building a YouTube channel or business with it, then it can be a tool, not a toy. Ask yourself before every purchase, is this an asset or a liability? Number 10. Emotional spending when life gets tough. Many people spend to feel better, breakups, boredom, burnout, ... Suddenly you're treating yourself to an expensive dinner, new clothes, or random Amazon stuff you didn't really need. This behavior isn't weakness, it's human. But marketers know it too, Rich. People have systems, not just willpower. They automate savings. They use budgets. They delay gratification not because they're boring, but because they know emotions make terrible financial decisions. Number 11. The time swap trap. Poor people trade time for money. Rich people trade money for more time. Think about it. If you work 40 hours a week for $20 per hour, your income's capped. But if you create a product, course, or rental income stream, you make money even when you sleep. It's called scaling, and the wealthy build their lives around it. Example, a beginner could start by writing an ebook, launching a digital product, or even renting out a spare room on Airbnb. That's money made without clocking in. Number 12. Fear of looking stupid. So many people never invest, never start a business, never ask questions. Why? Because they're afraid to look dumb. Meanwhile, the rich ask questions constantly. They pay mentors. They read books. They Google things. Other people are embarrassed to admit they don't understand. Your pride is not worth your poverty. Let me tell you something personal. Some of the most successful people I know started from nothing. But they had one thing in common. They never stopped learning. Number 13. Ignoring small wins. Too many people think, what's the point of saving $5 here and there? But rich people count every dollar because money is like momentum. More you build, the faster it grows. Example, rounding up purchases and saving the difference. Using cashback apps, negotiating bills. These small wins become big deals over time because success isn't about one big moment. It's about hundreds of small ones that add up over time. Number 14. Thinking. Wealth is luck. Most people believe rich people got lucky. And yes, luck plays a role, but mindset, knowledge, and action play bigger roles. The problem is if you believe it's all luck, you'll never take the steps to change your situation, because what's the point, right? But if you believe success is possible even if it's hard, you'll start moving. Emotion creates momentum. Let me ask you a question. Which of these traps surprised you the most? And which one are you ready to break free from first? Let me know in the comments side. Love to hear your thoughts.